Welcome back. So we're 21 days in now. For the last 21 days, you've gotten rid of all the junk, all the cookies and cakes and crackers and pretzels and pizza and beer. And you've got to begin to feel what you're supposed to feel like. And I'll bet a lot of symptoms have gone away. It's important that you look back now at all the symptoms that are no longer there. Are you sleeping better? Is your energy better? Are you not feeling like you're crashing right after lunch? Have you lost weight? Are your bowels beginning to move with more ease? Do you have less gas? Less belching? Are you noticing that you're starting to get a libido back? All of these symptoms have to be your new check engine light. They're your body's way of telling you, look, I can only process so much crap. And so now, at this integral point, things have changed. We've balanced your hormones. Your cortisol level and insulin levels have come down. Your fat-burning hormones, leptin and glucagon, are turning back on, and your body's utilizing fat properly, which, as we said, is up to 80 times more efficient than burning sugar. You're noticing all sorts of things. Now, if any of these symptoms come back as you begin to bring back some carbohydrates, you know that you've reached your tolerance level. As I said, the average person can only process about 72 grams of carbohydrates per day before symptoms begin to come back. And so you need to respect this process. What I'd like you to start doing, if you're ready, and if you don't want to continue necessarily staying in this super fat burning phase, begin to bring back very low glycemic carbohydrates. And so what that is berries. If you're into fruit, it's blueberries, strawberries. I still want you to avoid the high glycemic fruits like bananas and pineapples. If you want to bring back in some sprouted grain bread and some wild rice and increase your nuts, then it's okay. But if any of the symptoms begin to come back, if, for example, every night you were waking up at 3 in the morning wide awake, and that's gone away in the last 21 days, and those symptoms begin to come back as soon as you start to bring back in these higher glycemic foods, then you know you're max. And this is cool. Forever and always, forevermore, you'll know exactly what's making you sick. You'll know the level of carbohydrate that your body can process. Each of us has a carbohydrate intolerance level. And so after 3 weeks, it's okay to start bringing back in your carbohydrates, but you've got to stop when these symptoms come back. I cannot express this strongly enough. If you ignore them, you're just going to slide all the way back to where you started. During this process, we want to continue to have you increasing your digestive juices. So if you're taking the supplements, you're taking stomach juice, liver drainage, digestive enzymes, and pre and probiotics. If you're not taking the supplements, you're putting apple cider vinegar in your water, you're doing beet kvass, you're still taking digestive enzymes, there's no way around that one, and you're eating fermented foods. And so through this process, your body's beginning to heal. As we go on, I'm going to begin to teach you the principles of how to rebuild your health reserves. All these carbohydrates and processed crappy foods that make us feel lousy, what they're doing is they're basically stealing, like from a bank account, our future health. They're stealing what we refer to as our fat-soluble nutrients, our minerals, our vitamins. And so as we move further, I'm going to teach you the principles of rebuilding up your bank account, of compounding on the interest of the healthy habits that you begin to have created. I'm going to teach you more about the movement now. I'm going to teach you how to have a morning routine so that you can set yourself up for a super day of energy and oxygen. But after 21 days, where you're at, it's time to make a decision. Do you want to go back to where you were? Are pasta and junk food, are they worth feeling the symptoms that you had? Is it worth being sick over? If it's not, if you value your new health more than you value the temporary pleasure that these carbohydrate and sugary drug-filled foods give us, then it's time to make the decision that you want to be healthy for the rest of your life, then continue to follow this path. The first 21 days is literally the first step on your journey to whole body health. it is not the full story. Imagine how much better you can get if you continue on. And so I am so happy for you. I'm so excited that you did this. I'm thrilled that you're continuing through the process. And so along with this video, I'm going to email you what we call the Phase 2 diet. It's the foods that you can begin to bring in. And now it's up to you. Are you going to continue? I think you will.